All right, I'm on the back nine of the Extreme Hills tournament. I'm in the opening round of the Rookie Division. Had a very uneventful. I did pick up one Albie on the front, but other than that, I missed all the par fours. Didn't pick up any hole ones. Missed everything else. So let's see if we can do a little better on the back nine. Hole number one, Eagle Peak. Hole number one. All right, I know what I'm doing. Doing a rock. Kingmaker. Rock. Kingmaker. Got that picked. Sniper. Off we roll. I'm doing 20% on the drive at 1.5 backspin. And I'm doing mid club, 10% to the cup. And I'm hitting my sniper at 1.2 at mid club. So I'm doing that 1.5 backspin, one right hand side spin. I'm getting that ball up there so that it's just showing my tail. Yeah, it's 3. I'm doing 20%, so that's 3.6. You're like 7,000 miles downhill right there. Hit a one ring great to the right. All right. That should work. See if my opponent can get which way they're going to go. Now, here's the deal. If you're laying up and you have an extra mile 6, you have a quarterback. Now, the quarterback shot's going to be a little different than it is with that rock because it doesn't hit quite as far, but you can put some topspin on it. And if you've got a QB that'll reach out there, you're better off to use an accurate club. Now, they may not have a QB that's, depending on where they're playing, they may not have a QB that's got the 8 equals divided by 1.2. It's 3.5 rings. Let's get it up here in my club. Max backspin. Okay, so it's 3.5 rings. .5 rings. Try and hit it perfect. Try. Oh, great to the right. I will say that I've hit 2 shots on this today where I've hit it great to the right and it went in. So it could still go in. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. I guess I've hit 3 shots great to the right and it went in. If I've hit it perfect once and it went in, and I've hit 3 greats to the right and it's gone in. Actually, I hit 2 perfects and it went in, 3 greats to the right, and if you hit anything to the left, it misses. But all right, starting the back nine off with a little bit of luck. Can't be good, be lucky. Picking one up. Need to shoot a 16 on the back. I came in with great qualifying tiebreaker, so I mean anything 28 or better. My goal was 28, so I mean I don't want to get greedy. So if I can shoot a 28 on the 28, I can shoot a 15 on the back and get me to 28. That'll set me up for pretty good tiebreakers. It's not going to be the top, but if I can shoot anything better than a minus 28, then that would be better. But the goal is just to get back to 28. I haven't dropped anything. I just haven't picked anything up. In the hole. Nice shot. Crowd goes wild. Good job. Good job, John. I'm a forfeit. Good luck in the tournament. Getting a platinum chest. All right, hole number 2. Hole number 2. I am still trying to dial this hole in. I'm getting closer. There's 2 of these par 3s I am getting close. Go peak hole number 4. I'm starting to dial it in. I'll play my practice account on Saturday and hopefully I can dial it in. I'll tell you, I've been playing my main account on Sunday, trying to play as late as I can on Sunday because there's less people playing. Typically, there's a lot less people playing one-on-one. Everybody's burned out from the tournament. There's a lot less people playing in the tournament, and that means there's a lot less people on Playdemic system, and it seems like I don't get any lag when I play Sunday nights. Wow. Because Playdemic never has any issues on their side. It's always us. All right, I'm taking a QB. I'm taking a Grizzly, excuse me, and a Quasar. I meant Quasar, not QB. Quasar, Grizzly. A max, 1.5, 2 rings off, 10% to the cup. 1.1 times. All right, let's roll. Let's roll. Rolling, rolling, rolling. All right, Calgary, YYC Golf. Okay, the wind is 4.2 equals. Yeah, I picked it. How many times are you guys gonna make me do that shit? Yes, forever. Okay, 2 rings off. Let's get it right up to the cup. It's 4.62 rings. Do I need a perfect? Oh! I'm like right on it if I can hit perfect. I've worked the adjustment on this and I've worked the adjustment on this. And I'm right there. If I can just hit a perfect, I can see where I'm going. I think I'm right on it. This hole here and hole number 7, these are the 2 par 3s I'm not really expecting to get a hole in one on. I'm trying to give myself a great opportunity. I used to backspin it on this just because I just wanted to get it, but the reason that I've switched and I'm not backspinning it up there anymore is because of the Grizzly, because I got much better ball guide coming over. And this is one of those holes that great ball guide. You can tell right there with the backbone. It's so easy with your ball guide to roll off the back of this green because if you go past the cup with any speed at all, it's going to roll off and it's so easy to end up in the rough. And I just thought that the backbone shot was just totally inconsistent. And this is the deal. Hit that. It's so easy to end up, and they're lucky they hit the flagpole because I think it would have rolled off the back if they hadn't. The flagpole slowed it down just enough that it was able to catch. I never really liked the backbone. I used the backbone on some holes just because it was more accurate, but I was never a fan of the backbone. I was never had the success with my backbone that I thought that I should have with a club that has that much accuracy. It just never. I made some shots with it, but it wasn't. I've played a lot. I will admit that I've played a lot more with my Saturn than I have with my backbone. So obviously, over the course of it, I've made more, and I would definitely not try that because these shots nowadays, you catch that thing an inch away from the bottom of the cup or from the top of the cup, and it'll bounce right off. and they got super lucky that went in. That angle right there, it used to be you could get away with stuff like that, but they've changed the dynamic for the dunks, and a lot of times that'll bounce off the hole. That was a risky shot, because I used to do those dunks all the time, because you'd be close like that and you just dink around and just do a dunk, and then they changed the dynamics and they're now super dangerous. Super. I will forfeit. Good luck in the tournament. Brave man. Hole number 3. I'm using a summit ball. I know exactly what I'm doing on this. I'm not even going to go look at this hole. I know what I'm doing on this hole. I'm taking my number 1 bag. I'm taking that summit ball. I'm trying to cut the wind down on the other end. That's all I need. That's all I need. I'm doing 30% to the cup. That's it. All right, let's see if we can get an Albie right here. I have not gotten an Albie on hole number 3. I picked up the Albie on 6 and I picked up the Albie on 9 this tournament, but I haven't picked up an Albie on 3, and 3 is the one everybody's getting Albies on. I'm close. I'm close, but I'm a million miles away. Until it goes in the hole, you're a million miles away. You can be right on the edge, it's still a million miles away. And I've only tanked 1 drive. I will say that I tanked the drive and I had a 5 Powerball, so I was able to recover. With a 3 Powerball, might be sketchy. Push me that way a little. I'm going to start off, and I'm going to start off right there. That was perfect when I released it. It was perfect. As long as I don't run out of fairway, I'll be fine. With the power 5 ball, if I hit it great to the right, I was right up there. I mean, almost run out of fairway. This is a difficult shot here, because you're so far uphill. I've got some teammates that are doing the blast through where they're bringing it all the way down and rolling it off that rough and rolling it out in front. So they're with their long iron, but that's typically not my cup of tea. Number one, if you're off trajectory down there, you're in the sand, and it's a pretty narrow, it's a pretty narrow area to drop down in at the very end of your run. 1.8, it's 2.34 rings. Yeah, pretty close to max. .34 rings. There's 1, 2, 3. Wasted a little seconds there. Hitting it perfect. I think I got my adjustment wrong. I had to go back and redo it. Didn't pull out quite enough wind. I'm a million miles away. I'm that close, and I might as well. It doesn't matter if you're 2 inches off or you're 6 yards off. I'm a million miles away. Minimum sniper. I think I would have put just a little bit more backspin on that, so I could have made a proper wind adjustment. I think if they were going to hit it and make it in not perfect, that's probably, that was great to the right and it went to the left. Is that right? That's not good. In the hole. Eagle. All right. Hole number 4. I need to get the hole in one on hole number 4. I need to hit this perfect. If I catch this perfect on hole number 4, it's going in the hole. I need to just buck up and hit it perfect. Quit dicking around. I'm doing a 20% wind adjustment. 1.2 times whatever the wind is. I'm bringing a kingmaker. The king. I need to pay attention to how much side spin I'm using, because this could be one of those holes I bring that low side spin ball. I will forfeit, because this is the very next hole. So we get to look at it right there. That's what it looks like. That's hole number 4. Good luck in the tournament. All right, I'm on hole number 13. Let's make sure I got a sniper and a kingmaker. Sniper, kingmaker. All right, here we go. I just need to hit this perfect. Need to focus. Hit it perfect to the cup. Doing a 20% wind adjustment. 1 per ring. Let's do our wind first. I go first. 2.1. It's 2.5 rings. And get out of here where I can see you. Okay, 2.5. 2.52 rings. There's 2.52. Isn't it perfect? Come on. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. I do like that spot though. I was hitting it further back and I was having to adjust over the sand. The deal is where I was at adjusting over the sand, I probably didn't need very much side spin. Hitting it forward like that, I'm having to use more side spin, so that summit ball is not going to work. But I do like that spot better because I don't have to adjust over the sand, so I can keep my rings flat. And I got a little bit more room to the left and the right. So if I hit a great to the left or the right, got more margin for error. When this was out the very first time, I was hitting out here in the fairway with a sniper, and I was making hole-in-ones, but it wasn't as consistent as the rough bump. The rough bump is really, if you can hit it perfect with a 20% wind adjustment, it's in the hole. We're definitely going to go look at hole number 5 because I need to pick up these par 4s on the back. I can't afford to be dicking around missing all these par 4s. I need to make all 3 of the par 4s on the backside. All right. That's why I'm not good at putting, because I'm close all the time and I don't have to really worry about it. So then when I'm far away and you actually have to concentrate on it, I'm not used to that. Tin cup from the Angry Birds. Angry Birdies. think Golf Clash said when the clans first started, the very first day, there was 10,000 clans that got started. I'm just curious to know how many clans there are right now. I need some numbers. I need to ask my teammates to post and give me some numbers. What I'm looking for, if you guys know the numbers, what I want to know is if you're in the C100, how many people are in the relegation zone? So how many people get relegated at the end of the season? Is it 9, 10, 20, 15? How many clans get relegated and get kicked out of the C100? And if you're in Masters 2, if you're in a Masters 2 clan, how many teams get promoted into Masters into the C100? So what's that number? So we're on hole number 5. Because I'm not sure. Let's check in Masters. I'm not sure how many. I haven't even looked. Here. Like how many clans get promoted to. So the 15 clans get promoted to Masters 2. I want to know how many. I'm taking a rock. I'm going to take a 5-power ball. I want to go look at the hole before I play it. Present ball. Was I taking a present ball? No, I was taking a rock. Yeah, let's look at the difference between that. That's a 1. That's a 5, 3, 1. It's a 5, 1, 2. I'm going to take a rock. So I want to know how many people get relegated out of the C100 and how many people get promoted in a Masters 2 clan to the C100. Those are my questions. We're on Eagle Peak hole number 5. All right, I got it in my member banks. Those are the things that I want to know. I want to shoot a video on it because we're getting ready. We're entering here next season when we enter season 24. My anticipation is that they will finally come out with Masters 3 and they'll fill all the divisional brackets. And I'm hoping that they're going to actually do something with the clans other than what they've done, because we've done nothing. I mean, you look at every other game that's out there, there's all kinds of stuff they can do with alliances and clans where you can have clan donation points and you're doing stuff. There's all kinds of things that you can do, and we don't do none of that stuff. We don't have any of that stuff available to us. Okay, so if I'm here, the wind's going to push me off that direction out to my blue ring. So the wind's going to push me out into this area here so that I can go clear that tree. I'm going to put just a little bit of overpower and a little bit of that right hand curl. And it stopped it perfect, and then it hit great. That's the lag. That might end me up in the sand. It's going to be damn close. It's much better than where I was last time. I was in max wedge last time, and this is usually where I end up. If I put a little teeny bit more overpower on it, I could get up on the green and try and work my way back to the cup. This is absolutely no gimme from right there, I can tell you that. Here we go. All right, deep breaths. And I've been in this spot down here, I don't know how many times, and missed this shot. So like, this is no gimme. I've made the shot a ton of times, but this is also a shot that you can easily miss. It's 3-3 from this distance. Wind is definitely going to be a factor. Just inside the cup. And I was getting lag there. Did you see that needle lagging just a little? It was jogging on both sides. I kept trying to catch the side where it wasn't jogging. It was jogging on both sides. That blows. I'm going to put a little bit more overpower on that so that I can get up on the green and have a putt. Because you can see how the tail waggles down there at the end. It's not a super good shot. But the needle was jogging. Go back and rewind that video right there, and you'll see where the needle was getting, where it was getting down to where it was getting down to the bottom, the nadir, and it was jogging when it came back up. Rat bastards. All right. Now I'm really going to have to fire it off. But I'm going to get the bonus hole that I forgot about on the front nine. I totally forgot about hole number 6. I got done with this hole right here, and I was like, all right, these last 3 holes. And then I was like, hole number 6. Wow, I forgot all about that hole. And I finally picked up the Albie on hole number 6. So that was big. My turn. I'm going to forfeit. Take that. All right, hole number 6. Hole number 15. Go look at it. It is Eagle Peak, hole number 9. Just want to glance. All right, I got a mental image. Exactly what I'm doing here. Rock. Kingmaker. I could bring a low wind ball, but the deal is that if you know how to work the wind, sometimes that's not as big a deal. I'm not using the side spin, so I mean, I could bring one of those summit balls. I could. I will. I'm rocking a sniper. All right, here we go. See if we can get an Albie again. See if we can duplicate what I did on the front. It's all about hitting perfect. 19th hole loungers. The 19th hole definitely has the best cups because they're usually full of drink. They're bringing a sniper. If they're going to go straight forward, that's definitely, if they're going straight forward and they're trying to get it way out there, that's definitely the club to have. If they're doing this bounce over from this side, there you go. So if they're trying to get it all the way over, if they're doing the bounce over from that side, the sniper may or may not be the best club. But they got a sniper 10, so they got good distance. But if they can't get past those trees, they may wish they had a, that's good. That's good. That'll work. Getting a little roll down. I don't think they fully cleared. Did they fully clear? Nope. But they should be able to go over, and they might be able to do the rough bump from there. All right. Make me pick my ball again. How many? You fucking bastards. Jesus. That is, I'm just telling you, if you're anybody from Playdemic is listening, that is poor business. You guys are in the ball manufacturing business. Doing 10%, so that's 2-4. You do not care if people use up all their balls. Getting it perfect. And tons of people in the community are bitching at you. So we're telling you that we don't want you to manage our balls. We will manage them. Just because we're opening up a new pack does not mean we want to go up there and do the thing. We know our stuff. And if you're crazy enough and you don't pay attention and you blow all the balls that you paid for, then that's to Playdemic's advantage. Why are you continuing to make us have to pick a ball every time we open up a brand new pack? Can you put a tab on there that says, "Hey, I'm willing to take responsibility for my own balls," and have you quit doing that? How hard can that be? It's one line of code. The community wants you to quit doing that. You're in the ball manufacturing business. You sell balls. That's how you make a living. And you're limiting how many balls you're going to have to sell because you're doing that. That's bad business practice. 1.6. Let me go right at it. Okay, it's 1.92 rings. So it's right at 2. Getting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Give me the graphic. No, it's going to miss. It's going to miss. That was a mile away. Yup. There's several things that Playdemic does that I have no clue why they do it. I don't know how they did the math or what the thing is. Maybe not having a $10 pack promotes more people to buy 20, but I know that there's a lot of people that buy a $5 pack that would buy a $10 pack but are never going to buy a $20 pack. I don't understand why they don't have a $10 pack. I will forfeit. What was I doing? I was sitting here daydreaming. I was thinking about all of the different ways that they do stuff like that. It's like, why do you guys do that? All right, that was hole 15. That was disappointing. Hole 16. All right, let's go look at this hole. I'm getting close on this hole as well. This is Grunberg Slopes, hole number 5. Finishing off Grunberg. All right, Grizzly, Kingmaker. Grizzly, Kingmaker. I have 11, so hopefully they won't make me pick it again. Here we roll. What am I doing here? I'm doing a 15% wind adjustment. One per ring. Hopefully I go first. Let's knock this out. Got 3 more holes to go. Carmen goes first. Let's check Carmen out. 5,100 games, played in some tournaments. Got some no top 10s. Usually you can tell somebody's on the cusp of getting some wins when they start sporting some of those top 10 banners. And it can occasionally happen where you're just on the cusp of getting a top 10 and you pop off a monster score one week and you end up with a banner. But typically After that one, if you're there, you'll start getting some consistent top 10s. 3.9, 4.5 rings. I'll be down here as far as I can. Edge of the cup, 4.5 rings. Trying to hit it perfect. Hitting it perfect. I think that's the first time I hit it in there perfect with the 15%. I've been like right close to it, and it's still wanting to tail off a little. It's still wanting to because of the right hand side spin to get it to swing back around to the hole. The way it's bouncing through there, it's just bouncing irregularly, and it wants to as it goes through that cycle, each successive bounce, it wants to go further and further to the right. And it's like, it's doing the little swirl at the end where it wants to swirl around. It's close. I'm having to put too much side spin, backspin on it. It's the backspin is part of the problem, because you got to put so much backspin in order to woe it up there, that the more backspin you put on it, and when you put backspin on a ball and you've got side spin on every successive one, the backspin's starting to hit more and more, and it makes the side spin even more. So it's like it's jerking it more and more to that direction. I've been trying to get farther back so that I can put less backspin on it. And it's helping, but I'm still a little off. I think the deal is that this is going to be one of those holes that if I hit it great to the left, I might actually make it. All right, hole number 8. What are we at? Hole number 8. Could finish off with a 27 if I eagle. If I eagle Albied, I could get myself back on track. That wouldn't be bad. Let's do that. That's what we need to do. Let's do the eagle Albie, and then we can just get back on track, and it'll be non-traditional, but it'll at least put me back on track. I've decided that's what I'm going to do. Eagle Albie. Present ball. What I should be doing here now. This ball would actually work better because I've got more side spin, and that's part of the issue. I only have 2 of those balls left. I only have 1 rose ball. I wish I'd have bought a bunch of those rose balls when they came out. And I did I bought a few of them, but I wish I would have. I think I bought the $20 pack. I wish I'd have bought a bunch of those, like a $35 pack. And that's a ball to have because it's got a low needle speed and it's got a lot of good stuff. I'm going to take the rock. And I was using the rock on another hole, and I'll use a present ball on it. Let's make sure I picked the right club. I did. All right, here we go. How much time we got left on this video? Oh yeah, we got plenty of time. Plenty. Yeah, I'm doing plus 10 on the drive. And I just need to hit this drive perfect. Taking the shot 3 times today, and I hit. What did I hit? I hit like 2 greats to the left and a great to the right. Okay, 4-8. It's 5. 5. So we're 1 ring into power. Hitting it perfect. See if I got it right. And once again, I'm on hole number 5. I put myself in the spot, but that's no gimme from there. And this hole is super glitchy. And I've had problems with hole number 5 with it being a little glitchy too. It seems like the round starts off and it's not bad, but as the gets further into it, it seems like it gets a little laggy. When it's laying up. See how it seems like it's going in slow-mo? It's not smooth. It's not a good sign. That is definitely not a good sign. Okay, wind may play a factor here, and I don't really like that kind of wind. Oh, shit. I missed that one, too. Woo! Got lucky. The wind did play a factor. The wind hadn't played a factor. I'd have missed that. Close. That damn near gave me a heart attack. And this is the tooth hole. I felt like I got a tooth pulled. I went to the dentist and they didn't use anesthesia. All right, that was part of it. Now I just need to get an Albie on hole number 9 and we can get back on track, or hole number 18 and we can get back on track. I wanted to come in with a 28. That's on my goal sheet on my notes. And good luck in the tournament. All right. Let's see if we can go get the Albie. Get on track. So that's not going to put me with the 26s and the 27s and where everybody's at up there with 28s plus. I'm sure that there's some 31s up at the very top. So in order that this might give me like a top 10. So in tiebreakers coming in, it might put me in like the top 15 in tiebreakers. And that's not, I like to be in the top 5 in tiebreakers just because it puts you, because when you're up there and you're really trying to go for a win, it puts you up there. The competition at that point means that you have to come in with a monster score in the weekend round. And the people that have the scores that you're really trying to get to have you beat in tiebreakers, and it's not a good thing. It's not good. I'm going to try and get way up there. Let's try and get way up there. How many I'm using? No, I can't use that ball. I'm going to use, I can't use the summit ball. I was thinking about using the summit ball, but you can't use it. This is a power 4. 2 wind. I'm just going to go ahead and use a king. I'm going to use it. You know what? I'm going to use a Titan. Let me think. Let me think long and hard here. I think what I'm going to use is a Kingmaker X. How many of those I got? Nah, I don't really want to burn that. I'm going to use a Titan. I'm going to use the King of Balls. Let me get that chest open and get that platinum chest started. Because I'm going to get an Albie right here and fill that slot. So that way I can get my platinum chest going. That way tomorrow when I get up, it will be done. Okay, I'm doing a 30% adjustment to the cup. And I want to make sure I put 2 backspin on this, not 1, because it's wanting to run past the hole a little bit and it's coming in with a little bit too much speed. But the 2 backspin seems like it's working better. Okay, I want to be in that area. The wind's pushing me off 4-2. So it's pushing me off 2 rings. Putting it back in. Doing a little of that. Hit 1 ring, 1.5 rings, great to the right. Right along the edge. That's about all the room that I have out there. I can't give myself much more room than what I've been giving myself. I set my shots up. If you watch my stuff, I set myself up so that I have lots of room. I try and give myself as much room as possible, as much room for error as possible. I'm not one of those players that runs right up against stuff. I'm always like cognizant of where I'm at out there, so that I'm always thinking like, okay, if I don't hit perfect, like how much room can I give myself? And so if you watch my stuff on a regular basis, I don't hit. There's days where I won't hit perfect, and I don't necessarily play bad. I still end up with pretty good scores, but the deal is that I try not to put myself in spots where you can seriously epic fail. Okay, where's my max? I'm right at max club. So it's 4.7 rings. And what I really like, am I getting a tail there? I'm getting a little bit of a tail. I might not try any backspin. .7 rings. Oh, I hit it great. Trying to snap it off. I was running out of time. Having a hard time making those adjustments way down in the bottom. I'm having a hard time getting my tail to go over because it's so small down there that every little teeny movement is a bunch. But I think I'm going to come at it like that, where I'm not doing any backspin on it, where I can actually see the tail. Because when I'm putting the backspin on there, you can normally, when you put backspin on, especially with a Hornet, you can put like 1 backspin on, you can get right up to the hole. But if you get right up to the hole, it's actually bouncing over the hole, where it wouldn't even have gone, even if you hit it, even if everything else would have been right, you still would have bounced off the flagpole. I found that 2 backspin is a little more like a Hornet normally shoots, but I like the fact that I got to see my tail there. All right, 27, not what I wanted to go in with, but I'm not sure that'll be a top 10. It might put me in like the top 15, top 12. Not exactly where I wanted to come into it at, but at least I picked it up a little bit on the back. Let's see which hole we got here. Do we have time for a bonus? We have time for a bonus. No, not this one. I don't want to do any bonuses on this. Every time I shoot this hole, I want it to be for the real deal. I feel good on that hole. No bonus content there. I robbed you guys. I robbed you, man. Put your hands up. Oh, I guess that was. So let's see here. That 30 at the top. That's about what I expected. I'm expecting 30s at the top. anything better than a 28, I think you're putting yourself into a spot, depending on the bracket you're in. Anything better than a 28, you're putting yourself into the opportunity to pick up banner. So front nine didn't have any epic fails other than the fact that I didn't pick up 1, didn't pick up 5, didn't pick up 8, didn't pick up any of the par fours. The only bright shining spot was hole number 3. On the back, was able to pick up number 1, pick up number 6. Oh, excuse me. Didn't pick up epic failed that one, and was able to pick that one back up. So I was able to pick up a couple here and there. I left a ton of stuff on the table, and I'm feeling pretty good on some of these other holes. I think the par fives, just because of, I really think my best chance for getting an Albie is on hole number 6, because that shot right there, you can make a better wind adjustment there, because you can get closer to your rings. Hole number 9 and hole number 3 for me are hard to make adjustments on. So it's like you can do everything right and then make a slightly wrong adjustment just because you can't get close to your ring set. And it's just part of the deal when you're hitting that far downhill. But where I really need to get my act together is on the par fours. I need to make all 6 of those par fours in the weekend round, and that will put me in contention. And my game is all based off of, you got to get eagles on these par fours. And so that's the deal. But I'm not too disappointed with that. Kind of surprised that there was I came up with a great, and we got a lot of people that haven't played here that are possibly still playing. We only got 45 minutes, so they better pick it up. But we do have some people that are still up and coming. Quite a few people that haven't played. Looks like some that aren't going to. So where do the 20, let's see what the cutoff point is in this bracket. Cutoff point here is 23, and I'm sure that those are going to go down. I think the minimum score in this bracket's going to be if you shoot the minimum score, you're going to have a good shot of making the weekend round. All right, there we go. That was my 77 account. That was my opening round. I left a ton of stuff on the table, so I'm encouraged by that, because the 3 shots that I'm behind right there, I easily left those 3 on the table. So I have I wanted to come in with a minus 28, so I missed my goal by 1. And that's really all about tiebreakers, because I want to come in. I like to come in the top 5 in tiebreakers. So we'll see how it works out. All right. Thanks for watching.